There's something every man needs to hear, especially men who feel lost in the dating world. Men who keep giving, but never seem to receive. Men who silently question their worth because of how women treat them. Listen carefully. A woman who truly desires you doesn't hide it. Desire isn't complicated. It's not wrapped in mixed signals or endless excuses. It is raw, real, and undeniable. When a woman wants to share her body with you, her energy changes, her attention sharpens. And she will always find a way to ask you about two things. Not once, not twice, but consistently. These two questions are her way of letting you know that you are not just another man in her orbit. You are the man that occupies her mind, her body, and her emotions. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Too many young men miss these signs. They get distracted by games, words, and illusions when in reality, the truth is right there in front of them. My brother, today isn't about tricks. It isn't about manipulation. It's about clarity. Because once you understand these signals, you'll never again waste time on a woman who doesn't value you. And you'll start to recognize the women who actually see your worth, respect your presence, and desire your essence. Men, I want you to pause and listen carefully to this truth. A woman who wants you will never leave you confused. Her desire will echo louder than anything she could ever say with her lips. It's not about poetry, sweet talk, or empty compliments. It's about what she does. Because real attraction, real longing doesn't need a script. It's felt. Too many men waste their energy decoding words, scrolling through text messages, reading conversations, searching for some hidden meaning behind emojis. But let me tell you something, words can lie, actions cannot. A woman may tell you she's busy. She may say she's not ready. She may hide behind excuses. But her actions, if she desires you, will always betray the truth. Desire reveals itself in the little things. When she leans closer while you speak, when her laughter lingers just a little too long, when her eyes soften and stay locked on yours, when she accidentally brushes against you, these are not accidents. This is her body aligning with her heart. And when a woman wants you, she doesn't simply create time, she finds time. It doesn't matter how packed her schedule is. If she wants you, you'll see her move things around just to make space for you in her day. That is desire, uncomplicated, unforced, undeniable. The problem, my brothers, is that too many men ignore these signals because they're distracted by the women who are lukewarm, who leave them hanging, who play games. And every time you chase a woman who doesn't want you, you're betraying yourself. You're lowering your value. You're sending a message to the world that you don't know your worth. Here's the reality. A woman who desires you will not make you doubt. She won't leave you guessing. She will show up. She will be consistent. She will seek your presence and lean into your energy. So stop chasing words. Stop clinging to confusion. Instead, watch how she behaves. Ask yourself, does she move toward me or does she pull away? Does she create closeness or does she keep me at arm's length? Because a woman who truly wants you will speak through her energy long before she speaks through her lips. Never forget this desire is loud. Games are silent. And once you learn the difference, you'll never again waste your time on the wrong woman. My brother, never underestimate the weight of this simple question. Have you eaten? To the untrained ear, it may sound ordinary, casual, even routine. But when a woman truly desires you, when she truly cares for you, this question carries a language deeper than words. You see, food is symbolic. It represents life, strength, and survival. When a woman asks if you've eaten, she's not just being polite. She is saying, I am concerned about your well-being. I don't just want your body, I care about the soul that carries it. She's expressing nurture, an instinct that doesn't surface for just anyone. Think about it. When was the last time someone genuinely cared if you had eaten, if you were healthy, if you were taken care of? Most men go through life invisible, fighting battles alone, carrying burdens no one notices. And then comes a woman who stops to ask not about your money, not about your car, not about what you can give her, but about something as basic as your stomach. That's not casual, it's intimate. Understand this when she asks, have you eaten? She's really asking, who is looking after you? Are you taking care of yourself? Can I be part of that? This is a woman lowering her guard, revealing her softness, and offering you a glimpse into her heart. She's saying she wants to see you thrive, not just exist. But here's where many men miss it. They dismiss this as small talk or they laugh it off. Brother, don't overlook it. Because in that moment, she's not only checking on your health, she's signaling desire. She's finding a way to weave herself into your daily rhythm. She's looking for an opening, a bridge to closeness, to intimacy, to connection. And let me tell you something else. A woman who truly desires you will repeat this question. Not once, not twice, but often. It becomes her way of reminding you, I see you. I'm here. You matter. So the next time a woman asks you, have you eaten? Listen beyond the words. Don't take it lightly, because it's not just about food, it's about you. It's about her desire to nurture, to connect, and to belong in your world. Never forget, real desire doesn't just want your presence in the night. It cares about your survival in the day. Now, let's talk about the second question. Where are you? On the surface, it sounds simple, just a location check. But brother, never be fooled. When a woman desires you, this question is never just about geography. It's about closeness. It's about longing. It's about the urgency of her heart pulling her closer to you. When she asks, where are you? She's not trying to track your movements like a detective. She's trying to measure the distance between you and her. What she really wants to know is, how soon can I see you? How far are you from being in my presence? That's desire disguised as curiosity. Think about it. People don't ask where you are unless they care about being near you. If she didn't value your presence, your location would be irrelevant. But when she desires you, even the thought of you being nearby excites her. She wants to picture you in her world. Imagine how quickly she can reach you, or perhaps how quickly you can reach her. And here's the truth when she asks, where are you? She's inviting herself into your space. She's opening the door for connection. This is her subtle way of saying, I want to close the gap between us. I want to be where you are. Now, here's the painful part many men overlook. If a woman never asks where you are, it's because she doesn't care if you're close or far, present or absent. If she never seeks to know your whereabouts, it's because your presence doesn't move her heart. Harsh, yes? But it's reality. The opposite is also true. When she consistently checks in with that simple question, when she makes a habit of asking, where are you? It's not coincidence. It's intimacy. It's her desire leaking through her words. So don't take this lightly. Pay attention to who asks and how often. Because behind those 3 little words lies a message she may never boldly say, I miss you. I want you. I need you near. Remember this, my brother. A woman's desire is revealed not by her grand declarations, but by the subtle questions she asks when no one else is listening. Where are you? Is not about a place. It's about a feeling. It's about her heart searching for yours. Brother, let's take a step deeper. When a woman asks you, have you eaten? Or, where are you? These are not random, meaningless questions. They are loaded with emotional weight. They are her way of quietly opening a door into her heart. You see, women rarely expose their vulnerability outright. They protect it. They guard it. Because to let a man in means risking rejection, disappointment, or worse, betrayal. So instead of saying, I miss you, or I want to see you, she wraps her feelings in these subtle, everyday questions. That's how women communicate their deepest emotions without saying them directly. When she asks if you've eaten, she's really saying, I care about your well-being. You matter to me. When she asks where you are, she's really saying, I want to be closer. I want to know how to reach you. These questions, though simple, are her way of expressing connection, longing, and yes, desire. Now here's the tragedy. Too many men dismiss this. They think, oh, she's just making small talk. But my brother, small talk doesn't come from the heart. Consistency does. And when a woman keeps asking again and again, it's her way of saying, I choose you. I notice you. I want to be part of your everyday life. This is why these questions carry weight. They're not about the meal or the location. They're about intimacy. They're about lowering her defenses and letting you see that she's thinking about you even when you're not around. That's vulnerability. That's her heart extending toward you. And here's the part you must understand as a man of value. When a woman allows you into this emotional space, it is not to be taken lightly. She is giving you access to something precious, her softness. That is her gift. So the next time you hear those words, don't just hear them with your ears, feel them with your spirit. Recognize the courage it takes for her to express care in her own way. Don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it, because those questions are her way of saying, I trust you enough to let you see my desire. Never forget her questions are not random. They are emotional keys. And if you listen closely, they will unlock her heart. Brother, here's a truth you must never forget. Lust and genuine care are not the same. Too many men confuse the two, and that confusion leads to heartbreak, disappointment, and wasted years. Lust is fast. It's intense. It burns hot, but it burns out just as quickly. A woman driven only by lust may come into your life like a storm, loud, overwhelming, thrilling. But once the excitement fades, so does her presence. She was there for the moment, not for the man. She wanted the thrill, not the bond. But genuine care, that is different. Genuine care is slower, softer, and far more powerful. When a woman cares for you beyond the surface, she doesn't just want your body, she wants your peace, your well-being, your success, your happiness. She pays attention to the details most people overlook. She'll notice when you're quiet, when your energy is low, when you're carrying something heavy inside, and instead of ignoring it, she'll lean in. She'll ask questions, she'll check in. That is not lust, that is love's foundation. Now, here's where many men stumble. They chase the fire of lust and mistake it for loyalty. They think because she craves them passionately, it must mean she values them deeply. But lust fades the moment reality enters, the moment responsibility shows up, the moment things are no longer fun. That's when lust disappears like smoke in the wind. A woman who genuinely cares will stay even when the thrill is gone. She'll still ask, have you eaten? She'll still ask, where are you? Not because she's bored, but because her interest runs